Legend of Total War here with part 2 of my Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play campaign as Poland. Alright, so previously we conquered Czechoslovakia, majority of it at least, and we got set up for the war against the Soviet Union. And we're getting ready to attack Kaunas. Oh well, what's it called? Lithuania. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to take a few more of these troops from here. Just so we've got more to work with, so this war can be over, like, within a day. Okay, we might also need logistic companies in our forces. Field hospitals, yep, they're useful. What else can we build? Oh, research. Yeah, this will be good. So I'm just thinking that when it does come time to invading Russia, after, you know, however many months it takes for them to wear out majority of their equipment, we don't want to run into the problems that Napoleon had and basically lose to the Russian winter, as opposed to anything else. So when does this come into play? 15th of April, so we've got about a month. And no one's cock blocking us, which is good. What are we building? Okay, the forts are done. What do we need? Yep, more of this. Lithuania's not going to put up much of a fight. Okay, time to add the field hospitals in here. I was like, oh shit. Okay, so we're going to need a lot more equipment. Let's slow this down for a moment. Alright, what do we need and what we don't need? We don't need improved artillery anymore, so we can lower that amount. And I need that. We can lower this, that's not crucial. Alright, so I'm going to have to trade for some oil and rubber. Get that from Germans. Get that from you. So Japan joins Axis. Fine, not my concern. I could use an extra 2% recruitable population. So when is this available again? 15th of April, right. And no one's in my way to stop me. Connect the plan. Shouldn't take long, just get over there, be fine. Yeah, left no one here. Do I really need a lot of troops on those ones here because the river will help us out a lot. So, try and make your way over there as quickly as you can. Or we get to corners. Well, the amount of resources that we get from this, from Lithuania, is not a lot. They're also very easy to kill. Oh, that was quick. Good stuff. Take all states. Good. No one to interfere. I might want to leave these guys away from marshlands and attack more along the lines of up here, maybe. Okay, I'm going to need someone over here to defend this. Okay, what do we need here? Probably best we go for some limited conscription. Giving us a few 100,000 more troops. What else shall we do? How's our equipment going? Okay, so we're just lacking motorized and support equipment. That's all. Good, 1.45 million. That's what we want to see. Now, we're a little while away from that. Let's get that going. Only 220 days. Now, is it just me, or are the Russians not putting their troops on the border for some reason? Alright, I think what we should do is make more support equipment, because that never becomes obsolete. And Japan got French Indochina. Good for them. Oh, they're justifying war goals against us. Okay, yeah, demand Eastern Poland, here we go. Slow down, we gotta make sure everything's ready. Alright, let's start oh, that's 407 days away. It doesn't matter. Once we've got access to that, and we start producing that en masse, we don't ever need to upgrade it. The borders look pretty reasonable. Okay, we don't really have to worry too much about Romania, so I think you guys just come over here. The first wave is going to be the most dicey. Once that's done, the rest of it's easy. Oh, the Germans are declaring war as well. Well, they're justifying wars. Right, it's about to happen. Alright, I want more civilian factories being built. And after that, more of this. Good. Okay. So, having reasserted their claims on our eastern territories, the Soviet Union has now put pressure on us to cede these lands to them, suggesting this is the only way to avoid another invasion and possible annexation or partition. ordinarily giving in to such threats would easily be out of the question, but the Soviet Union is far from our only concern. No, we will not surrender. We're ready for you, motherfuckers. Slow down, let me just make sure everything's under control. Just because it's in the red right now doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. See, the numbers are going up. That's good. And it's going up over here. Seems like we prepared sufficiently. And now we just wait, basically. Wait for them to grind themselves down into basically nothing. Of course, we have to keep in mind that in the Japan campaign, they lost 20 million men before we actually defeated them, and they still had a lot of troops left over after that. But then that was like in the 50s. They're not going to have 20 million men right now. And it's not necessarily about their men, it's about their equipment. Holy shit, they're losing troops like crazy. 150,000 men to kill 5,000 of mine. But their army size is like 4 times larger. We have to wait until the odds are a little bit evened out. Then we can just roll right up them. Especially given that the fact our military should be superior to theirs. In terms of quality, not quantity. Put a lot of effort into reforming everything, making things look nice. No, not joining you. Also, if the Germans were to come and help us, that would be good. As long as I get the rewards, I don't want them to get anything. If they want to sacrifice their troops against them, that's fine. But I want to be able to break through and capture Moscow. But obviously right now is not the time. There's let's see, how many of them are there? There's somewhere between 256 and 342 divisions. That is not going to be easy to break through. And they've got twice as many factories as me. That's lame considering their land size is about 50 times my size. Okay, well that's wave 1, and they did sweet fuck all. 5,000 dead as opposed to 250,000 of theirs there. That's like a 50 to 1 kill ratio. Disaster for the Soviets. But the problem is we can't attack forward. Attacking now, we'd lose our defensive advantage. Not to mention supplies probably shit. Look at them, how much attrition they're taking. We control the skies in eastern Poland, so that's good. I guess we mainly just need to wait. So there they go, they're resuming hostilities, and they'll never get across. It's only going to keep getting harder and harder for them. Okay, looks like we've got a lot of motorized. We need more support equipment though. Okay, so in order to get that we need aluminium. Alright, good. Doesn't really matter about this if it's not producing at full efficiency. So got plenty of weapons 1 to use, and as we can see here, they're not going anywhere. We may have over-prepared. Well, better to over-prepare than under-prepare. Ready to lose your first million? God damn it. 1 million of them dead in order to kill 15,000 of mine. What a shit leader Stalin is. Now we wait. Because attacking them would just be a disaster. Just because we beat them here doesn't mean attacking them now is a good idea. So they've weakened themselves by about 50%. Let them weaken themselves further. I'll focus on strengthening us. Maybe we'll start building up an air force. Their factories are going to be used for reinforcements where well, to restore what they lost, where mine are going to be used to produce better equipment. Oh, 1 million wasn't enough for you. You want to lose 2 million, do you? I mean, I'm happy to oblige. I just, at some point, I want to travel to Moscow. You know, I want to see the sights, and then piss everywhere, kill it all, take it all for myself. Alright, so that entire tech tree there is done. What do we need? Prepare for the next war? Yeah, sure. Yeah, we probably don't need the entrenchment doctrine anymore. I'd much rather go towards human wave offensive to get that extra recruitable population. Also reducing infantry combat width really helps. Sorry, Russia, you're not getting anywhere. It's 2 million. Okay, now it's a 100 to 1 kill ratio. Here's the thing: they're not getting a good kill rate. The kill ratio is going down because their equipment and supplies just keep deteriorating. Just let them die. God damn it! If we could match them in terms of like how many troops they have, but except have better equipment, we'd be able to set up a battle plan and just roll right over them. Suppose instead of waiting for us to go up, waiting for them to go down is just as good. How's our supplies? Okay, good. We've got surplus of everything. So, to be honest, recruiting more troops is unnecessary because when we walk into these lands, we're just going to run into supply issues. Instead, let's improve the ones that we've got with the logistics company. So this will reduce supply usage by 10% and by 0.09. Decrease organization, that's okay. Increase reliability, increase hit points, manpower, motorized supply, support equipment. Okay, that's fine. What else would we put here? Oh shit. There we go. So how does that sort us out? Not enough support equipment, but it'll fix us up. Having that is going to be crucial for marching across Russia. We're getting number 2, aren't we? Yeah. So this will decrease it to 20% reduction. If I'm not mistaken, there was something in here that actually reduces supply, isn't there? No, out of supply minus 30. Let me just have a look at that again. I'm just thinking, gotta make a plan which one we want. There's fewer text to be had going down this line here, but that extra 5% certainly helps. However, you can also get 5% if you come down this way. Desperate Defense, there's recruitable 2%, and then there's 3%. Then there's also effect of our partitions, partisans 10%. Recovery rate, planning speed, that doesn't really concern me too much. No. Nope. Blitzkrieg, no, don't really need that, nor that. Nope. Yeah. Just because there's more text through here doesn't necessarily mean they're better. I'm certainly going to need an increase in manpower. Alright, we'll just leave it there. Seems 2 million is not enough. They want to lose 3 million. Suits me just fine. Their numbers are really going down fast. Well, here's the thing. What's their, how do I check their recruitment laws? Details. Where is it? Where is it? So they're on limited conscription. So yeah, this 2.5 million is only 2.5% of their troops. Not to mention they've still got another 2.5 million in the field. But as they continue to increase it, it'll increase training time and fuck up their economy. If we have a look at that, actually. So we're on limited conscription as well. So next one is for them is extensive conscription, which will double their armies. Then there's service by requirement. Once they start doing that, it reduces their factory output, and then once they get to here, they're fucked. But that's like the worst way to beat someone. Alright. Okay, good. Let's go for that. So yep, there's 3 million of them lost. Now they only outnumber us a little bit more than 2 to 1. Their equipment is so badly fucked. Good. If there's any point in time where they sort of stop attacking us, that might be the time to attack them. While they continue to throw themselves at us, why bother moving? Because moving through here, gaining inch by inch, not to mention it's winter time. Wait for winter to be over. Yeah, but going through here inch by inch, just forget it. That's good. God, you're level 6 now, you gained a ton of levels. So, offensive doctrine, fast planner, and what's the other one you're getting? Charismatic. All takes time. Imagine that most of these guys are heavily veterans now. They're regulars. There's some green motherfuckers in here. I must have recruited them early. That's okay, they're getting experience. This is basically what we saw with, like, Enemy at the Gates, where one man holds the rifle, the other man holds the ammo. It's just like, the man with the rifle can't fucking shoot without the ammo, and the person with the ammo can't shoot without the fucking rifle. It's stupid. We're ahead of schedule. Fuck it, go for it. God, they're down below 2 million now. Still unlimited conscription. Civilian factories they have. So half and half. And they've got no manpower left. They need to increase their laws. Siam. Isn't that Siam? Yeah. Why would Japan declare war on them? Well, Japan's actually landed over here, but I don't think they'll succeed. If they haven't won by now, it's kind of too late. Once China gets its shit together, they're very powerful. Not content with losing 3 million, the Russians would like to lose 4. And maybe they get a few thousand extra per month, a bit more there. But then they just lose it straight away. I'm not joining you. Okay, we outnumber. Well, sorry, they outnumber us 2 to 1, but their equipment is now. It's so shit. I'm just wondering. Hang on, let me just see here. Streamlined line or flexible line? I prefer streamlined, I think. But you know, 500 days. Let's just. We're not even at 1942. Just leave that alone for now. What else are we going to research? I don't really need radars. Okay, let's make our way down to the next level of artillery. As long as the Russians keep throwing their troops at us, I'll keep killing them. There's a good amount of supply there. We could train some more troops, I just don't need to, because for one thing, once we get into these territories here, it's gonna be fucked. Kingdom of Romania. The fuck is that? They're not aligned. Okay. Yeah, we don't want them becoming communists. Just leave them be still. As in, keep supporting the fascist party. Last thing I want is some Romanians coming up through here and causing me problems. I don't give a shit about Bulgaria. Still sacrificing loads. I don't... Man, that was quick. Here's what I'm thinking. I don't think that this number is going to go down that much further because they just don't have enough equipment now to present a proper attack. Maybe I should start preparing an attack. Get a war plan going. We've got such a good defensive position. Just be patient a little while longer. I mean, for Poland to be able to take out the Soviet Union, that's better safe than sorry. We only get one shot at it. Because the Soviets, they can still recover from this. They'll just increase their, increase their manpower, get their factories producing equipment again. Just by sheer numbers overwhelm us. Yeah, I thought so. They've gone to extensive conscription now, so they've got another 4 million men they want to throw away. The thing is, that's not what concerns me. It's of course their equipment. You can see that's going down very quickly. Alright, so they're justifying that, but it doesn't matter. So you want to get a 200 to 1 kill ratio. Is that what you want? Your population is not 200 times greater than mine, that's for sure. We haven't really lost any men in a while now. I mean, their equipment's gone. They're basically just throwing men into the gauntlet to die. Fine by me. Yeah, their numbers are increasing. They've already used up 500,000 of their manpower. Is throwing 4 to 7 million men away to conquer some land from Poland really worth it? I don't think so. Oh well, they're like, in for a penny, in for a pound, just fucking... Well, we've come this far, we might as well keep going. That's our threat. And what's going on over here? Who's attacking this? France. Okay. I don't even need to look at that anymore. It's fine. Gotta wonder what the hell Germany's up to. Just sitting around. Yeah, there's... I'm not confident enough to attack, not against an army that's 3 times our size. I mean, here's the thing, they're losing their manpower so quickly, just let it run out. What are they going to do when they've completely depleted their manpower? Here's what we need to get into. So the next one that they go for is service by requirement. At that point their factories will produce 10% less. And that one there, it's 30% left. That's... The thing is, we've got the advantage here because of all these forts. I mean, yeah, their equipment's fucked. We've only lost 1,000 troops recently. Not even 100 troops. Aren't you still justifying war against, yeah, you're still doing that. To annex selected state. And you're also doing it for war goals against nation. What the fuck? So how much manpower do you have? Because I'll declare war on you the moment I can... Alliance with Spain. Declare war on them the moment I can actually get something out of it. So look at their manpower. They got a lot. For me to declare war on them right now would be a very silly move. See, they're on service by requirement. They've used up a lot of their troops. They'll probably run out soon. Just trying to think, what's the best situation we can hope for against them? And we've got to start getting in close to all these territories for all these resources. That would really help me out a lot, because I'm still importing a lot of shit. So they completely annexed Bulgaria. I don't really give a shit about that. I'd love to conquer them right now, but they'd just end up joining. Because my war tension's not too bad. What else is there to research? I'm still having a look at these because I'm really not certain which one's the best for me. So that reduces supply consumption. Yeah, I still think mass mobilization is the way I want to go. I don't really need to worry too much about trench warfare anymore, I think. So we're going to lose 10 entrenchment, but it doesn't matter because the Soviets have lost. It's just a case of we need to make sure we win. They'll never get across this. I mean, if I really want to, I can just go ahead and... Oh man, I'm not building anything, I'm just repairing shit. Alright, I gotta build stuff, otherwise our economy's stagnant. Alright, what do we need? Get them up top, because all that stuff will repair on its own. Another reason we sort of need to end this war quickly. It's sort of at the end of winter now. It was in the status quo. No one's gained any territory because I haven't decided to attack anything yet. So he's lost 4 million to get another 100 kills. In total mobilized 7 million men against me. With another 2 million in reserve, so fucking 9 million. The fighting has really sort of died down quite a bit. If we start pushing forward and it just ends up being a disaster, we can always pull back to here. You know what I really need? I need this motherfucker here to punch through the line. Punch through the line right here. It's time. Okay. If we can get him to punch through here, get behind the enemy lines and we can pocket them, that'll cost them a lot of troops. Right, so you two, start cutting them down. So it's merely just a case of we're just up against superior numbers here, not superior troops. Look at their stats, it's shit compared to us. So we just need to push them back. We need to get these guys behind enemy lines. Because that was the plan in the first place. The problem is there's just so many of them. How's the supply there? Okay, we're good. I need to bring you in just yet. So we're the first to gain some territory. I guess it really does help that these guys... See how much supply they're using up now. Yeah, reducing it by 20%. That really makes a big difference. Because otherwise... we'll be running into problems. You just have to have a logistics company going into to Russia. What we want to do is just try and get as deep as possible until they can make a run for it. Let them make their attacks. It's fine. Right now. Everyone except... send half in. Most of them. I wonder if I should give them a logistics company as well. It doesn't matter. Because they're all a very small unit. Slowly just push in as deep as we can go. So infiltration mission here. Okay, once again, all of them except for two. Push forward. How's our supply here? We can't send reinforcements. We'll have to take this region here. Open up the supply lines a bit more. Damn Russian infrastructure is shit. So yeah, now we're running into a little bit of supply issues because they've damaged their own infrastructure here. Yeah, that's not good. So the whole point of these guys is to break through enemy lines. They can't have supply issues. If they've got supply issues... How bad is it now? If they've got supply issues, they're not going to move at full speed. Which is why we need to open this up. Few thousand men doing this. Let's hope we don't get pushed back, because it might be worth it. Okay, once again, how's the supplies here? great. They need some time to recover their organisation. See, we could cut through here if we were fast enough, but their organisation's shit. And they're getting attacked from all sides. This is not where we have a fortified position. That being said, their supply is almost as bad as ours. Okay, did that help the supply situation? Good. Did. Let's send some of them out. Yeah, see, this is bringing these guys in over here. Increase the limit, but they need supplies as well. National Spain joins Axis. Good for them. Okay, I want to send some of you into here. Come on, move it. Into here. So that you guys can move up here. No fucking dilly-dally. Fucking move it. How's the supply now? Okay, good. No supply issues. Why are you guys having problems? Bad supply, shouldn't be. Okay, good. I just need to get out of combat, I think. Okay. Punch through here now. How's it all going? 4.3 million, 27,000 of ours. Alright. So we gotta go deep with like an infiltration squad. Just keep pushing through so they don't reinforce. If we send these guys all through, all we're doing is pushing them back. We just need these guys to break through and get a free run. Because then they'll never catch them. Okay, see, we're working towards something here. But they keep moving their goddamn troops around. Two over here. Just gotta keep going deep. If we need more supplies, we open it up over here. Which, I don't know, we might actually need to do that. Not yet. This is a new supply area. Okay, good. Wait, is it though? Okay, whatever. See, look at this. There's no one here. You just need to make a run for it. Send one load of infantry over there to give them backup, and then if they can just piss bolt it behind enemy lines, and I spread them out, just fucking take everything that I can. Even if I end up losing them, there's not that many men, just so that we can just push the Soviets way back as they're trying to desperately regain territory, trying to catch these motherfuckers. That's the whole point of just putting one unit in each of the things, so even if they get caught, it's like, it's not that much. Send another one. See, we're really starting to get deeper into their territory where they can't afford to leave this area here, because otherwise we'll just roll right over them. It's dangerous though, because if they capture this, these guys are cut off. That's our supply now. Right. I want to open this up a little bit more. I want reinforcements to come in. control of Minsk. Minsk would have some supply just on its own. The wider we make this, the more they're going to start to fall back. See, they're already starting to fall back as it is. They're still trying to attack over here. Absolutely pointless. Some issues here. The supply's not the problem. What is the problem? No, you apparently got bad supplies. Why is that? I need to put what the fuck? Who's not providing me with what they're supposed to? Okay, so the German Reich. I'm not going to get oil from you anymore. I'll get it from. I don't want to buy from the United States. I get it from Venezuela. Fuck it. I don't have any convoys. Yes, I do. Fuck it, I don't need oil. Maybe I'll just make my own. Or steal the Soviet Union's. Is that going to affect us badly? Can't be helped right now. So what happened to your oil? Why is it down? Give me your damn oil, bitch. They need more reinforcements up here. Well, I got 2 more men here, over there, and go here, and then you two attack towards Vitebsk. So I think we better decouple this way here. We just need to get deep into their territory, really deep. Standardization of equipment, cool. So the Soviets have lost, like, a partial amount of a victory point, basically. But here's the thing, we're on the road to, I suppose, capturing some of their factories. They've gained none of our territory, and we've gained a small amount of theirs. But this is a preparation for a much larger event. Look at, they're abandoning all this shit. The more we push forward over here, the more they're just going to give it up here. Because I wanted to surround them, but they're not going to let me do it. Fuck it, if they don't want to hold the territory, then I'll take it. Okay, now that we got Minsk, that increased supply significantly. We can get more troops in here. Now we need to cross this river here. You missed your chance, bitch. Alright. What if instead we head north? We head north, up through here, and just pocket them. It's a small victory, but fuck it, we need to do something, because they're just not going to let us pass. So, fuck this area here, this isn't important. Take this one here, I should have gone north in the first place. Alright, that means if you could capture this, that would be very much appreciated. Who knows, maybe the trucks will be able to go through here. I doubt it though. Leave that region there. We want because we want to pocket them. So don't capture it. If anything, let them take Minsk back. Because the city itself is not worth anything to me. I want to kill them. Looks like they're abandoning the area. Maybe just stay there. Well, if they abandon the area, then it's, you know, we gain this with ease, I suppose. And then we've moved towards the river holdings. Across this river, that would be good. Got plenty of equipment. Alright, who's not fulfilling their end of the bargain? Okay, the German Reich is not providing me with any more... they must have closed off their economy. Not providing me with any more steel. Alright, well then I'll just get it from France. From them. I still need more. Italy, give me some. National Spain. We need to rely on stuff that can be handed over to us by... damn it. Convoys for it. Fuck it. Sweden. Right. We still... oh, okay, that's actually sorted out our needs, for the most part. Right, with everyone closing off their economy, we really need to start capturing some resources out here. So what's this? So they... who's not providing now? Oh, it's probably Sweden. Oh no, it's yeah, it was Sweden. Yeah, they're giving up the territory. They can see themselves getting pocketed, so they're like, fuck it. Can't hold it. Well, we captured it at very little cost, let's say. It's 10,000 men to capture this. Ugh. Well, the real plan didn't come into play. Alright, we've captured Minsk. That's a start. At least there's a couple of factories here they can't use anymore. Any resources? No. Well, that was a lot of effort for really not much gain. Still badly outnumbered, and we are 3% towards victory. At this rate, it'll take us 30 episodes. Oh, fuck me. I hate going up against the Soviet Union with a weak faction. Speed this up here. Doesn't really matter if we don't gain any more territory. Maybe just move up to here and then play a bit more defensive from there. Okay, as for you, you're no position, you're not in a position to fight, so just pull out. They're not fighters. They're supposed to break through, and I escorted them as far as I could, but the Soviets pulled back before I could get through. Too many fucking Soviets. Right, so now our defensive position up here is the fort, is the river. Alright, fuck you, Sweden. Wait, who's not providing it? Steal from nation France. Alright, whatever. So we finished mass assault there. Alright, next one. This guy here can't seem to get away. Alright, what if we attacked through here and tried to cut them off down this way? I don't know. Going, so they've lost 4.5 million. See, the fighting here isn't quite as much in my favour now. Managed to recover some of their equipment. Alright, this is way ahead of schedule, but that's okay. This is going to be... Let's see, how much better is it? It's significantly better. Alright, let's get it. I need to leave. So we haven't captured the entire province of Minsk. We still need to get up to here. I think we need 3 guys there. You can move it here. That river, plus the fact that they've got shit equipment, we should be fine to defend that river crossing. Well, it's a start. The thing is with the Soviet Union, very difficult to beat at first, but once you've got them pushed back, like significantly, it's not so bad. I wonder if I should just get a plan going. Because with an extra 50% bonus to attack, I mean, we beat them just on our own terms. But with the extra 50%, I tell you, but here's my main concern. If I actually, you know what? It's fine. See, this was my main concern, that they're gonna fuck everyone around all over the place. Now we don't necessarily need to actually press the attack. Oh shit, no, not you. I'm supposed to go there. Let them get organized, let them get their planning done. See, look at this, they already fucking lost this region. Absolute turds. I might need to deploy some more troops. In my opinion, plans like this only work when the numbers are in your favor. There was no need for you to bring these troops down there. They were completely fortified. It was okay to do this because their forces are so weak, it doesn't really matter that much. What are you doing? Moving everyone around like a retard. Absolutely hate these orders sometimes. It does say that the strength ranking, we are stronger. So that's good. Plan is considered to be risky here, I get that. If I put you to attack here, how much of a planning bonus have you got already? None yet. These units aren't in position because you keep fucking them around everywhere. So, looking at this, I mean, they're still taking way more casualties than us, so that's not really a big deal, but, you know, 46,000 is a lot of men. We're a large country. And they've still got 1 million in reserve. And then, once they're done, they'll just go up to the next one. That being said, we're on the one before them anyway. So, we can still levy probably 3 additional million on top of this if we really need to. Maybe even more. Now, slow down for a moment. I want to know. So it says 92 divisions, yep. I want to know how much of that planning bonus we've got. So we've got 16% at the moment, okay. Helps a little bit. I didn't tell you to attack that. Yeah, that seems kind of pointless now. So, large river crossing, divisions still preparing, yeah. Give it some time. Yeah, they're still losing a shitload more troops than we are. Especially with the river crossing here. All of our guys are in good order. Alright. Do it. Let's push the Soviets back. How much is this going to cost us in manpower now? Hang on. What do we got over here? Outdated equipment? Which ones? Okay, so we got number 3 now. Not urgent, we just use them as reinforcements. So we've already lost about 1,000 men. Okay, that's not too bad. Keep pushing. How about we just use these guys? Where are they strongest? Where are we strongest? And just try and get in there. And get behind them. Okay, slow down. What the fuck is happening here? Pushing them back over here, that's good. How are we going for the casualties? 5,000 men lost. I like losing men. Gained a bit of territory, nothing more. We no longer hold any of the great defensive positions either. But without their equipment, they're struggling to hold us back, even though they outnumber us. There's not really a whole lot here that we need. being so slow. How are we going to get them across? Get over here. See if I can cut through this. Well, all this mayhem's going on. Yeah. Another few thousand men dead. But fuck it. Let's just try and get to Moscow as quickly as possible. Who knows, might end up losing less men. Just by being aggressive. Just because the war will be over quicker. As opposed to inch by inch. Let's just take it the whole way. Anyway, as I've said before, the more factories we take from them, the less they can reinforce themselves. We have plenty of reinforcements here, so we can easily recover our troops. Just find a weak spot for these guys to get past. What's our planning bonus? 25%. Seems to be going up. What is up here? It's undefended. Should have this guy up there, but it's too late. By the time I get there, they'll have troops sorting it out. Alright, try and attack through here. We've got to break through the line here. While they're too busy attacking us here, we need to break through and just make a piss run to Moscow. Now we are gaining a lot of territory, I'll give it that. At the cost of another 10,000 men. You know, we got 1.3 million. There's other wars to do though. I know, I'm a bit too conservative, I know. I just like getting all my boys home. Okay, pick a different spot. It's not well. It's too well defended down here, but it's not well defended over here at all. So what we'll do is we'll go up north and go around. Maybe head over to Leningrad. So if we look at them now, and they've actually been creating new factories. Well, it doesn't matter. They're losing quite a lot of territory now. We have a look at that line. That's the original border. Gotta cut through here. Make them run frantically to try and catch us, so these guys can just roll all over them. Right. We should start weakening them. With you. Because that's where I'm going to go through. I don't want to cross this river here. Losing a lot of men. Oh well, dying for a good cause. These guys over here are so weak. I just need these guys to hurry up. So looking at motorized, let me just see them again. How fast do they run through forests? 50%. So they're only good at like driving through plains. But even at 50%, it's still faster than infantry. Not with low supplies, though. Which is not what they're taking, it's because of marsh. There's more marshes out here, they're slower through marshes. Fucking hell. Doing this to Russia is a pain. I need to be doing it down here, because there's less marshes. Alright, fuck it. If it's not working down here, pick a different spot. Because these guys aren't fighters, so they're just trying to sneak past. That's the whole point of what we're trying to do. So what have we gained? Did we gain any resources so far? We haven't gained any of their resources, just a couple of their factories. Which of course I wouldn't be able to utilise without some more resources. But now neither can they. I seemingly can't really import anymore, not with the Russian Navy causing me problems. Okay, it's looking like this is starting to get out of our control. So I'll tell it to stop soon. Let them build up their forces again, and then go for it. Keep going for the time being, though. How are we going? Okay, we're starting to lose too many men, so stop. We had the advantage. Let's not lose it. Okay, we should get to here. Find a way to cut through here and just get behind their lines, get to Sevastopol, wherever. Yes, yep. These guys just playing it defensive for the time being. They need to get their organisation up. That guy there's getting fucked up. So, oh man, we just lost another 10,000 really quickly. That being said, every month we gain another 3,000 recruitables. That's not that bad. Extra entrenchment now. It doesn't really matter so much that we don't have the forts. They served its purpose. I need to get past here. There's always too many of them spotting me. I can't get through. But yeah, going up north wasn't a good idea. We need to be where there's just plains. Suppose let's just make some more infantry equipment. It's probably not going to get made. Don't have enough steel. And now they're losing their equipment because they're under attack. There we go. So we lost 100,000 men there. It cost them 5 million men to get us to 20,000 casualties, and then it cost them another million to get to us to 100,000. But you know, we have to make that attack. I'm sure they lost a lot of men as well, but they can afford to lose more men. I don't care if I lose all my convoys. Resistance to occupation in Minsk. This is why we have them. Now, did I put in the military police? Okay, so we've got the advantage again, because we've been defensive and they can't get through us. They've weakened their position. Right, attack again. And the Kale's down here. I need to be able to get these guys through. Once again, we are gaining a lot of territory. I guess the manpower loss is not that bad. Oh shit, missed that chance. Go, go, go. Their strength rating's gone. The infantry got there first anyway. They have to break through the lines. Getting pretty close to Moscow. It's going to be winter soon as well, so when that happens we'll have to just stay put. Okay, so that's not working. We'll back off. So yeah, the plan to use these guys to try and break through really isn't working. Trying a bunch of different times, it just hasn't gone through. Although every time I seem to move it somewhere, they send a lot of reinforcements to stop them. Doesn't matter. Where are we going next? Okay, when that starts to get a little bit more even, of course we need to stop. Cover our stamina, get back to it. Good, they got all their reinforcements. Luckily it doesn't cost too much because each one of them is pretty cheap. Try and cut through there again. No, that's not going to work. There's too many of them. They keep reinforcing the position. Okay, so we need a second one at Minsk, do we? I'll tell you what we do instead. Just let them reinforce with that. I've almost made it to Moscow just by doing it this way. And all it did was cost us fucking 100 extra thousand men. Which actually is not that bad. 16% towards capitulation. Of course, once we actually capture Moscow, that's worth a hell of a lot of victory points. And we're almost there. We're more than halfway. That's the border right there. Making more equipment just seems pointless now. We don't have the resources. I guess keep building more of this stuff so I can maybe at the very least try to import it. Let me just see actually. So if I go trade for steel, the problem here is that I'm losing a lot of convoys. I don't have a large navy. I couldn't possibly hope to defeat that. Well, it's better than nothing. So what's the planning bonus at the moment? Oh, that's theirs. Because we're on the defense there. How about here? Planning bonus is only at 1%. Okay, it's worn itself thin. Alright, stop. Now, I want to edit this. Oh, shit. No, stop. I'll just redo it. Except for you. So there's 89 divisions on it. Oh, that's fine. There must be a couple that I missed. So how much does that cost us? Another 40,000 men dead. Hey, look, you've almost pocketed them here. Well, it's not many of them, but it's still better than nothing. So that gives max entrenchment. That's great and everything. What else have we got here? Division attrition. Sounds good. Well, we're pretty much single-handedly taking out the Soviet Union. It's just going to take us a while and cost us a lot of men. So that was a 1.29 million not that long ago. And like I said, we could now always... there are more things that we could do. When we're going down... Where is it? Down this way here. When we get to here, we'll get another 5%. We're currently on 7%. So that'll give us more than 1 million extra troops. How long until these recruits are ready? Man, they've... Oh, hang on. Isn't there... Oh, right. There they are. Okay, good. Bring him in over here. I was wondering why it was taking them so long. Get him in here. Now it actually says it's the enemy is stronger. But that's okay. Let them make an attack against our heavily entrenched units. And then they'll get weaker, and then we'll attack them. Still not fixed. Might need to upgrade the military police. Yeah, see, my things are going away. I don't have many convoys left. There's no way I can be expected to have a navy with one port, even with Danzig. Don't even bother. We'll just trade as much as we can for as long as we can. And then once we run out, well, whatever. We've still got plenty in reserve. Did we take any of their resources this time? We took some aluminium and some oil. Wait, did we? Yes, we did. What else? That is it. Okay, they're making an attack on us now. Let's hope it fails. Looks like it's going to fail. There's none of them here that looks successful. Even though we don't have our forts here, our entrenchment sorting us out. And plus, You know, they've managed to recover some of their equipment, just not enough to really do anything. We really need to take more of their factories. So let me just see here. Well, we've increased our number of factories, but the problem is we can't even use half of them without resources. We've almost got as many as them. Of course, every time we take one, we catch up to them a little bit. Good, look at this. Now we've got the force comparison stronger again. Well, once this attack of theirs is over, we'll resume our attack. Is there? Yep, they're just throwing their troops away. Let them have their fun. Because there's nowhere that they're winning. If we manage to capture the port out here, maybe it'll stop their fleet. Because then they'll have to dock back over here. How are we going with this? It'll be a while before they're ready. Okay, their attack seems to be over. Go. Let's gain more territory. Undefended. Slow down, slow down. I gotta get these guys through. It's also winter now. Probably not the best time to attack, but fuck it. Well, it says we've got the favour. Let's do it. Don't worry about that too much. Yeah. Look at this. It's left it virtually undefended here. Although this is looking interesting, I might capture this here, and they can use the port to escape, but still, let's just capture this here. Then we'll free up a lot of our manpower to come and attack over that way. Yeah, they're falling back. Where's Moscow? We're very close to Moscow. Very close. Sit there, kill them. If I could just get them behind the enemy lines, even once, this plan would be worth it, but they just haven't done it yet. Too many Soviets. Hopefully we pocketed someone there. They've lost 7 million men. You don't need all of them to get to Odessa. You don't. Just stay. Fuck me. Oh, that being said, don't need anyone there either because it's not bordering anything. I'm gonna run out of convoys soon. Still gaining loads of territory on them. Get more of their factories. Any resources? Let's have a look. Nothing new. All their resources are still much deeper into their territory. Good, they've almost made it to Leningrad. Right, where are the problematic areas? Let's try and send some military police around. Speed it up again. Okay, it's still comparison stronger, but we might need to take a break soon from this. Oh fuck, look at the time. Hour 36. Shit. I'll keep going a few more minutes. It's all good. I'm on a roll here, let's keep going. Alright, stop him. Let the Soviets have a chance to attack. Of course, we'll be all nicely fortified. My guys are still going. Well, that's fine, they're still taking territory. Okay, now it's actually a little bit in their favour. Looks like I'm gonna just, no matter what, I'm gonna need two in there, it seems. So they'll probably launch their attack soon. What the fuck are you doing here? Is this... Oh, you've taken Novgorod. Hurry up. Because if they're gonna make their attack, we've gotta make sure we're fortified. A lot of defensible positions over here. Don't let them push us back. Not 1 inch. A little bit of it to save your life. So looking at things now, they've got 220 factories, we've got 178. Very close to them. They've just expanded over here by annexing Titty Tuva, or whatever the fuck it's called. Logistics wise, we're all good. Reinforcements are on the way. Still got 1 million men in reserve. How are they doing with their reserves? They've gone up to service by requirement, so now their factory output's even less. The thing is, their problem's not their manpower. The problem's their equipment shit. Look at it. They've got too many men, if nothing else. Taking attrition out there because they're just swamping the area full of crappy troops without any guns. Okay, are there any issues here? Nope. Oh, there's a little bit over here because that's not a particularly defensible area. But that's coming under control. Have a look at our troops. Yeah, we got some really good troops here. Oh, fuck it. Don't worry about the convoys. No point building any more military factories right now. Right, what do we need? Some night attack would give us a big advantage over our enemies. I'm not going to spend this, but I think if I was going to, I'd have to go to extensive conscription to give us an additional 2.5%. Bounce it back in our favour. Let them have their attack. Let them completely wear themselves out before we go after them. Alright, so then we're going to need Need to max that out. But those are just for upgrades. That's going to be way ahead of anything they've got anyway, so it's not crucial. Just use up the old supply that we've got first, because there's probably heaps in there. Yeah, look, 4.6 thousand, we're good. Let them use up the old equipment first. So they've reached 200,000 losses, but still, it's a 400 to 1 kill ratio. Oh, it's a 40 to 1 kill ratio. It used to be 100 to 1 kill ratio what they had on us, but now we have to make this push. Otherwise, we're gonna never get anywhere. It's gonna take us 100 fucking episodes to get to Moscow. Now, one more push, and we might get there. Let me just wait till winter's over. Field hospital. That would 6 days. 38 days for logistics companies. Alright, let's go for that. They cut through us a little bit. Well, why don't we make use of this and cut them off here, and then we've got them. They essentially pocketed themselves. That region there is not important. Cut these motherfuckers off. Okay, we got more soldiers. Let them continue to push down here. They're cut off now. So now the supply is going to be shit. I'll fucking kill them. Of course, we've got to wait for that supply to actually run out. They'll probably give us a bit of trouble, but still, there's 11 units in there. That's not too bad. Ah, man, they cut through here. Someone get in there, cut them off. The supplies are shit. Don't let them get in there. Not sure if that's actually going to work. Yeah. Oh, hang on. No, still back and forth, back and forth. Come on. Get over here. Come on, let's squash them. Like, no supplies left. As soon as they're dead, that's it. Good. They're starting to fall now. Excellent. All gone. They just lost quite a few divisions there. And if we have a look at this, divisions-wise, well, they still outnumber us. Alright, press the attack again. Where are these guys? Because there's like no one here. Let's just get around them. Here's our chance. This is what we've been waiting for the entire fucking war. Hang on. Ah, shit. Let's split them up now. Stop attacking me. I want to get on with this. Should have crossed over here. Let's get this pinned down. We're going to be at Moscow soon. It seems almost pointless what we're doing over here now. there, just go for it. Yeah, the Soviets are fucked. Look at that, 9 million losses. And they're a couple of days away from losing Moscow. It always doesn't even matter what we research, but hang on. What about over here? 205 days, fine, go for that. So, yep. And this was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, using this. I mean, a lot of men died. I would have preferred not to lose 200,000 men, but killing 9 million Soviets, I guess that makes up for it. Come on, we're almost at Moscow. If we have a look at this, I mean, there's still a long way to go, but this is a major victory for us to capture the city. Still, strength racing is still in our favour. These guys never really got a chance to break through the enemy lines. But still, it's all going really well. Good. So now they use even less supply. Hang on, slow down for a moment. So they've got all their... we must have captured some of their tungsten. Well, that's good. Just keep making that for the time being. Don't have enough steel. Just capturing too many of their factories. We now have more factories than they do in total. Oh wait, when you add up these two, but not for long. I mean, there we go. Captured Moscow. Did we get a notification for it? Polish forces captured Moscow. Catch Stalin sitting on the shitter. Gun to his mouth. Why'd you leave this area undefended? Okay, I want you two to be out of this. Just come and stand there. I don't need you to attack them, but just make sure they don't come across. End the episode in a minute. Cost me a lot of supplies, convoys. Looks like we'll need to set up a new attack line as we make our way to Stalingrad. Now, where's all their good resources? Because I'm getting fed up with all the shit resources I got so far. So, oh wow, we took a lot of their steel actually. But we're probably going to need to, yeah, we're going to need to sort that out. That's going to be a problem. Either that or win this war as quickly as possible. Lots of steel being captured over here. Where did we get the tungsten from? Fuck it. Make more guns. Alright, so these here. Just move them around. I'm probably gonna need to hire some more of them. They're sabotaging shit as well. I'm gonna put a stop to this. I mean, it's not a big deal. It just means that like all the shit that's in here, like all the resources, is gonna be fucked. It'll repair itself after the war. I'm gonna let this war be over quickly. Moscow down. We're still only 41% towards capitulation. We're not even halfway there yet. But that being said, they keep losing so many troops. And so many factories as well. Every time they lose a factory, that's... Oh crap, look over here, that's not good. They're sending a lot of troops over here though. Okay, no, fine. Every time they lose a factory, that reduces their ability to, reinforce their troops. Alright, I think this is as good a place as any to end the episode here. Situation looks great. I mean, with the Soviet Union, even if they pushed us back to here, actually that would really fucking suck. But still, we basically can't lose this war because, I mean, they've been put to service by requirement, and we're not even close to even utilizing that yet. I mean, we've still got nearly 1 million men in reserve. And every time we capture one of their regions, we take away whatever manpower's away from there as well. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe. Part 3 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.